Okay, here's a quick demonstration of our TTQC torque tester. When you turn it on, you're going to want to first choose the units that you prefer. You can press the ENG key once and it'll show you the units. This is in inch pounds. If I wanted to change it to a metric unit, I could repeatedly press it. I'll scroll through Newton meters, centinewton meters, kilogram centimeters, and so on. I'll put this unit back into inch pounds because that's what we commonly use here in the US. The next thing we need to do is choose the mode. Press the MDE key. It'll display the mode. Right now I have it in track mode. That means that it will show the current torque applied. Right now it's 0, but if I take a wrench and start applying torque, it'll display it and then return to 0 immediately. So it's going to show you the current torque at that moment in track mode. Usually when you're checking calibration, you're going to want to use it in peak mode. So I'm going to press it twice to get into peak mode, and now it'll hold the highest reading that I apply. So in this case I just applied 55.14 inch pounds. If you are testing a click wrench, there's another mode called first peak for tools that quickly prevent the amount of torque that's applied, and then there's a chance that you might go a little higher, like a click wrench. You want to put it in first peak so it'll hold the highest torque right when the click happens, and then you have a tendency to go a little bit over that value with a click wrench, but this way it'll only show you that initial peak torque. Again, you press the MDE key to scroll between the different modes. The CAL calibration mode is only used for calibration, so you won't need to use that. So if you're going to test a torque wrench like this, I'm going to switch my units to inch pounds, and then I'm going to change it from track to peak mode. Got a little P here. Alright, I'm going to set a target for 50 inch pounds. Okay, now I'm going to apply torque. So I'm going to put this in the peak mode. So I press the clear key to reset the reading. So the torque wrench shows 50.1 inch pounds, and this torque tester is showing 51 inch pounds on this quick test. You normally would want to take maybe 3 or 5 readings and use an average of each reading. Again, you press the clear key to zero it. There's also an auto clear function that can auto zero it after X amount of time. You can look in the manual to see how to turn on auto clear. Another thing to consider is the drive size. You want to make sure the drive size of the tool matches the tester. Occasionally you can use an adapter, but be sure that you're using the right range torque tester for the right range tool. You're not going to want to use a big drive adapter to go from a 1/4 inch drive for say a 1/2 inch tool, because I'm sure you'd overload the tester. So always keep that in mind.